guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna cook some beef stew and white rice and coleslaw. This is like my favorite meal. I could live on this forever. So I bought some short rib from my favorite butchery. Well, I drive all the way to Southampton to buy meat, but anyway, so I've already cut the meat, so we're gonna start cooking it now. And then so we start with the beef, and then we cook the rice, and then we finish with the salad, and then we eat. So let's get started. To start seasoning my meat with some garlic powder. I prefer to do this before I start cooking. So put some garlic powder in there. I got about a kg of meat, and then I put some dried thyme. Sprinkle a little bit of dried thyme in there. Then some black pepper. You notice I don't put salt at the stage because I noticed that when you put salt in your meat, it draws out the water. So when you then start frying it, there's water in the pot, it takes longer and your meat becomes tougher. So this is the easiest way I found to cook my meat. I then put the salt at the last stage. So now I've mixed everything together. It's ready to start frying. I've preheated my pot here. I put some oil. Bring the meat to the pot. So we're going to fry our meat until it becomes brown. See, when you boil your beef before you fry it, you know how that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's why you fry your meat. Apparently, is that protein in it. So when you fry it first, you lock it in, so your meat becomes more tasteful. You just quantify your meat, put buckets of water in your meat. So this is the best way, according to me, to cook the meat. You fry first, when your fries are brown, then you start with the rest of the ingredients. So you find that your beef is much richer after this. And you obviously you have to wait for your meat to defrost to do this. Don't fry frozen meat, you're just wasting time. Take out your meat when you still have time. For me, all I think about is food. I mean, I can do this when I have time, and then yeah, I get the results that I want. So we're gonna leave that here and let it fry because it takes a bit of time. So I'm just gonna get a snack and watch it fry. Now our beef is nice and brown. We start with the garlic. I love garlic. I really love garlic. I wish I knew how to grow it. So put that garlic in there. It's already hot. I kind of went overboard with the browning because you do it how you like. You don't have to make it this brown. But the idea is just to fry the meat. Then you put your onion. This is about one average sized onion. Put in there. Fry a little bit. The thing with short rib is that it's very, very oily, so you need to be careful. Sometimes it depends with the cut that I get, with the type of beef I get. When I'm cutting, you know, fan of visa mafuta in my side, so that panding chibika aisa mafuta, but this one it seems okay. So now that the onion is nice and translucent, we add our pepper. This is one small green pepper. Your grated tomatoes. I've got 2 tomatoes with me. Great. About 4 or 5 minutes and the tomatoes will be ready. So we're gonna cover this and then be back. In the meantime, I'm going to start on my rice now. Isn't much to show you here. I'm just cooking plain basmati. So I've got a cup of rice in here. Then I add 2 cups of boiling water. Then I add some salt. This is to your preference. I don't know if you measure salt, good for you, but this is how I do it. Then we mix everything. I like to cook my rice on high heat. First open lid, then I cover it to simmer it after some time, after the water is almost evaporated from the pot. So now it's cooking. I just leave that here. I'm sure by the time the rice is ready, the meat will be ready. So now, 5 minutes later, also, let's check the meat. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. I think our tomatoes are ready. So in here, I've got a cup of beef stock. I put a teaspoon of Royco and then a cube of beef stock, and then I mixed it. So now I've got 500 mils of liquid. You can't cook beef without Royco. Honestly, I really respect Royco. So let's put a bit of Royco in there, but I put a little bit, just like that. I had some mushroom leftovers from the weekend and I love mushroom, so I'm going to put my mushroom in here. It's still raw, I just cut it into small pieces. There's no need to fry it before, because as you're simmering your meat, the mushroom will just cook from the sauce. Yes, I'm obsessed with mushroom. I'm always using mushroom in my recipes. It's alright. We get each other with the mushroom. Now, let's cover that. Remember, I haven't put any salt yet. I'm still waiting to taste. Remember, there's also salt in beef stock, so you don't want to put salt until you can taste your stock and make sure it's not too salty. So now let's check on our rice. So let's leave that cooking. Then the meat is simmering in there. I'm gonna lower the heat here on the meat. Let it cook gently for about 10 minutes. I got a tender type of beef, so this won't take long. About 10 minutes to be ready to eat. I always add a little bit of curry powder. It gives my stews a little bit of a kick. So I add that. The thing is, you have to let it cook for a bit. You can't just take it off the heat. So then mix the curry powder in there. It's been about 5-6 minutes now. It's almost ready. So I'm going to close this and let it cook for 5 more minutes. My rice is ready here. My salad is ready. So it's almost time to eat. So let's cover that. Our sauce has been cooking for a bit. We can now taste for salt and add salt. Add salt to your preference, basically. Now, a little spoon. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt.